Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So my mom came up to me with a little proposition about a week ago, and she's retired, she's bored at home, so she thought she would have a little hobby, and she wants to start sublimating on products. And sublimation is where you have like a fancy sublimation printer and you print on a special paper with special ink, and then you use a heat press to fuse the ink to whatever product it is, like a tumbler, a t-shirt, a tote bag, or whatever. And I was like, well, that's cool, good for you, I'm glad that you're getting yourself a little hobby. And she was like, well, my proposition is will you do the artwork for me? And I was like, okay. She goes, I know you're struggling with like work and stuff, and I felt like this will be a fun thing for you to get your mind off of it and give your art a purpose. And I was like, okay. So at first I was like really excited, and I was like, cool, you know, I'll totally do it. But then she turned around a few days later and said, well, I've talked to your sister, and my sister sells fidget dragon toys, and she goes to like art fairs and festivals and craft shows, and she sells her dragons, and she's very successful. And she's like, I want to do a crab fest with your sister, and I'm gonna share a booth with her and bring a couple of my totes and tumblers to sell, and if they sell, then, you know, and they do good, then maybe we can like start up a little business and we can, you know, do more events. And I was like, okay. She said, but the crab fest is in May, like May 9th. And I was like, oh, so we need to do this stuff like right now. And she was like, yeah. And I said, do you have all the stuff to do this with? And she said, no. And I was like, well, that's kind of a key element. You know, you kind of need all this stuff. So she goes and borrows a bunch of money from grandma, and she buys herself a computer, and it's coming on Thursday. She buys herself, you know, a sublimation printer and some heat presses and an automatic tumbler heat press, and she's buying all this stuff. And then this weekend she wants to go buy tables so she can set everything up in her room. And I'm like, you do realize we only have like 2 weeks to make some products. And I said, you still have to learn how to sublimate. You still have to learn how to do it. And she's like, oh, it'll be easy. I can do it. And I was like, okay. And she's like, I need you to make designs. I need you to get on the ball. And I was like, okay. So I have a subscription to Canva, and I did most of the designs in Canva, but a couple of them I wanted to hand draw, you know, and do some like custom artwork. And so this drawing right here is one of them. It's Catch Me at the Crab Boil, you know, or Catch Me at the Boil, excuse me, Crab Fest 2026. And the other one was a tribal black and white design with a mermaid and a sea turtle biting her tail, and it says, "Get off my tail." And I thought these would look really cute on some tumblers, and nice long vertical graphics, you know. And I recorded this one, but I didn't record the mermaid. I just kind of punched it out and got it done. But I'll be sure to share the artwork in my community tab so y'all can see it, you know. But I got everything finished within a week and a half, you know, got it done as quickly as I could. And I was like, okay, my part's done, and you're still waiting on your stuff, and kind of makes me nervous, you know. I think her idea is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that she's, you know, getting into a hobby and she won't be sitting on her butt all day. but I wish she would have chosen an event that was like further out, so she wouldn't be rushing things and she could learn to actually sublimate and practice. Give me a little more time to actually draw the stuff so that my drawings aren't rushed either and that they look better than what I produced. I feel like she's just kind of trying to make a quick buck, and I really care about art. I'm passionate about it. I want people to feel happy when they see my art. I want them to feel a sense of wonder, a sense of like, sort of like, I don't know. I want people to feel joy when they see my artwork. It would be cool to see my artwork on something like a tumbler or like a tote bag, and people walking around with it and they see it at the booth and they're like, oh, this is so cute. And they take it home and they show it off to their friends. Like, that makes me happy to think about. I just wish my mom had planned a little further out so we weren't stressing about an event that's coming up right around the corner. And I think that's a very valid concern. Then she tried to weasel her way into the art fair booth that I'm sharing with Chrissy. And I was like, whoa, that's where I'm putting my foot down. I have been planning for this art fair for months. And Chrissy and I have already come up with ideas of our own. And we have a plan of our own. And I think it was like very disrespectful to just try to stick her nose in it just because she wants to try to sell products as quickly as possible. It's a fine art fair. I think it would be kind of tacky to sell tumblers and tote bags at a fine art fair when most people are going to be selling prints and paintings. But that's just my opinion. So I did have to set some boundaries and was like, look, like, you can buy your own booth and you can sell stuff at your own booth if that's what you want to do. But I don't feel comfortable with you just kind of like bulldozing your way into our project, I mean, I am lucky enough to even get to share the booth anyway. Chrissy got that booth for free and she offered to share it with me. She didn't offer to share it with me and my mom. That was just a little disrespectful on my mom's part. But I was trying to be very gentle. I wasn't being a jerk when I told her no. I was trying to gently let her down. Like, that's a no for me, dog. Sorry, not sorry. But we'll see what the future holds with all of this shenanigans here. I've got quite a few sketches that I'm gonna do future videos on that I think are really cute. And the next video is going to be the gummy ram. I'm going to be working on my last postcard, get it done and out of the way. And then I can start focusing on my acrylic paintings. I'm not going to record the acrylic paintings because, that's like 8 hours worth of painting that I'm going to be doing. And that's a lot of footage. And I just don't feel like editing a long video when I'm already stressed out about time crunches and deadlines already. So I won't record those, but I will post the finished products in the community tab so y'all can see them when they're done. Share that art with you guys. And I hope that they turn out really good. I hope you like them all. My goal is to try to do at least at the minimum 2 paintings. I have 7 canvases, so maximum 7, but I know that might be a little unrealistic. So I'm going to try to at least push out 2 paintings. And if I can do that, I'll be very proud of myself. But that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the drawing. I hope you think the little crabs are super cute. I put little like shades on the crabs because they're partying and having a great old time at the crab fest. Yeah, so anyway, I will catch y'all on the next one. And yeah, see ya. Bye.